If you've ever been to Israel, you probably know that most Israelis have a really sarcastic sense of humor and like to laugh at just about everyone and everything. Israeli humor combines all of these elements to come up with a self-depreciating, sarcastic brand that's really unique to Israel. In fact, Israeli comedy is so engaging that some Americans have come to Israel to join the party and make it their own. Lenny Ravich is an American actor and comedian, among other things, that's made it big in Israel. And he's here to tell us why laughter is Israel's best medicine. So first of all, thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
Now, Israelis like to say that Israel is incredibly stressful. How do you think that affects Israeli humor?
I think that it brings out the satire. It does in me. I have a little pressure, like when I go abroad, people know that I'm from Israel, and they right away focus in on me. And they say something like, what are we going to do about the Palestinians? And I say, I don't know, I'll ask my wife. She's Palestinian. She was born in Jerusalem in the 40s. And one guy comes to me and he says, why do the Jews need their own state? And I said, look, I could explain it to you, but it would take me 2,000 years, and I've got to go to the toilet. So it's sort of, in order to get out of the stress, in order to jump over what we say, the sting of what's happening in our daily lives, you jump over it by using humor. You just see things in a higher place. It's like you're standing away and you're looking down at it. My way of looking at it, and a lot of Israelis, is to look at life as a bullfight. You have a cape, and the toreador never puts the cape in front of him. He always puts it to the side, okay? Sure. Because life here in Israel is like a bull coming at you, and you'd be silly to put it here, so you put it to the side, and the bull goes by, and then by the time the bull realizes, that there's nothing there, you've got a chance to sort of put something in that's funny, satirical, and doesn't hurt anybody, but it just gets you to feel better.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like the situation here in Israel, the politics and all of the mess that can be sometimes, gives a lot of fodder for comedy. Would you say that's true?
I would say so. Many comics have told me that they don't have to write material, that the politicians do it for them. The situation does it for them. What they do is they just exaggerate. And it's so funny. I watch some of the programs here, and the young people have such a great take on the grotesque of a situation. And I think that's what saves us. I think that's what really makes life a little bit easier when you can be able to laugh at it. Getting here from my house, I could walk here, faster. It took about a half an hour, and we're about maybe less than a mile away because of the traffic. But I also, I asked the cab driver, don't you get upset that you're in the middle of a traffic jam? He said, I used to get upset at traffic jams until I realized that the traffic jam doesn't care. And so, we were just joking about that all the way over, and somebody would go like this, and I would say, why, he's got a headache, I guess. Or somebody would go like this, oh, he's asking us to open his window. You just flip it around and make it easy for yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah, by the way, people who do that live longer, and they live stronger. It's called positivity. You don't take anything to heart. Life becomes more or less like entertainment. And why did I become a phenomenon in Israel is because I think I do a thing which is called edutainment. I take life and spirituality and I bring it in a way that's humorous and funny. People laugh, but they get a message at the same time. So I have no competition. The young kids want to be funny. My funny is, well, they say, be funny, make money. But my funny is getting a message across. I use the funny so the medicine goes down. With a little bit of sugar, the medicine goes down.
There you go, Mary Poppins for you. Now, also, I see you have a book with you.
Yes.
You are the author of a best-selling book.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that?
A funny thing happened on the way to Enlightenment. It is a way of life. Humor, laughter, as a way of life, that when you wake up in the morning, this day is going to be funny. It's going to be entertaining. And I even went through heart surgery, but what I did was I used the entertainment during. As a matter of fact, the doctor begged me to stop making him laugh. He said, "Ravich, I'm in your heart. Stop it." You know, because if you take things seriously, it's a disease. Seriousness is a disease. I take the word disease and I say dis-ease. It's not easy.
See what you did there.
And even when he said to me, when he looked on the screen and he saw my heart, my vessels and the arteries and everything, he said to me, "You're completely blocked." I said, "That's nothing new. My wife tells me that every day." Don't make me laugh, Ravich. I mean, your heart. So you look at life as entertainment. It's a way of life, and that's what the book is about. It sort of trains people to look at life, stand back, and see it as entertainment.
Well, I think that's something we all can take away from, and
Yeah,
I hope put it into practice as well. Thank you so much for coming in today.
It's absolutely my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.